What's up, guys? Dylan here, and welcome back to Season 2 of NASCAR Thunder 2004. Today, this afternoon, we're going to be at Daytona Beach International Speedway, but with a twist. We see that black outline right there on the map? Yeah, we're going to be running the Fantasy Road Infield Road Course this afternoon at Daytona. Last week was the Dodge Save Mart 350, which obviously was a walk-off win. 3 straight. Can I go for a 4th this afternoon? Let's find out. Coming out of turns 1 and 2, you're going to want to make your way through the infield and hit. This is the first fantasy race of the season. You're going to want to make sure you're extra careful in that fast sweeping part of the corner that is turn 1. Otherwise, if you go out and hit the wall, there's a good chance your car might bounce into traffic, which is a great way to make a crap ton of rivals real quick. So you're coming out through the carousel and then heading back into the S's, or basically inside turns 3 and 4. Whoa, my car is tight. Jesus, Mary and Joseph, my car is tight. And you can obviously see from Sonoma last week that my car is basically a psychedelic drug trip. Green on the front, orange in the middle, red at the back. And somehow a crappy lap like that got me the pole. Huh. This game sometimes. If this was like 15 or NASCAR or inside line or 14, crappy lap like that would have gotten me 40th out of 43. Making our way back through the S's, gonna make that wide turn. Gonna keep our car down on the bottom through this corner. Cross the bridge. Gonna go across the bridge on Lake Lloyd. So, gonna make our way through the other part of the S track, the switchback corners. Make sure your car is tight in these corners. You do not want them pushing up before you come onto the main stretch. Gonna come through the Daytona World Center Racing Trioval, and we are gonna get the pole. I'm really not sure what that scheme is supposed to represent, but it's basically a psychedelic drug trip. Let's send it to MRN.
We're in the infield of the Daytona International Speedway for today's NASCAR Winston Cup race. A little different than what we're used to seeing here, Barney. Well, this is going to be road course racing with a very large twist. These cars will go zigging and zagging through the infield and then go up on the track surface where they'll gain a ton of speed and dive back down into the infield and do it all over again. Man, I can't wait. This is going to be fun. The 83 car has had some run-ins recently with the 41 car. A little bumping now and then is okay. They just need to make sure it doesn't get any more serious.
I think that's an NBC-based car.
Now those guys have been working so hard.
Based paint scheme.
Saving doesn't really show in points. Just see if they can't keep that car out of trouble on race day. Maybe their luck will change today.
Wasn't sure if it was a 2016 team paint scheme or what.
There's always going to be someone who has to fill in the bottom of the points list. Of course, none of these guys want to ever see.
Not sure what it was.
Sometimes it's just not your season to shine.
With the Rock and Roll National Anthem this afternoon here at Daytona Infield. See if we get any alternates. Steve Parks got his 2003 Looney Tunes paint scheme. That's it. That plane is actually pretty badass. So our paint scheme is actually NBC themed this weekend. Let's take a look at your starting lineup. Sterling Marlin's also got his 2001 car. His 2001 Coors Light car today as well. Did not see that. Terry Labonte's got his Mini Meats car. I love that paint scheme to death. So, some things you might need to know. I'm actually going to get pretty close to tying my win record. I'm actually halfway there from season 1. I come into this race the points leader over Ryan Newman with 400 some odd points. I'm basically the Kyle Busch of the Xfinity Series on this game. So anyways, here we go. Pace car is off. Field is in the hands of me and Tony Stewart. Green flag here at Daytona for the Daytona Infield Road Course race. Tony Stewart stepped out a little bit going into turn 1. That allowed Ricky Rudd to settle into second. Gonna make our way through the corner. Remember, the rumble strips, if one car hits it, it's very easy for them to slide up into the outside lane. This looks like Ricky Rudd slips back to third. Whoa, my car slipped way to the outside, but I still got the top spot with Ricky Rudd fighting for second. Dale Jarrett and Mark Martin have also joined the party as well. And Jesus Christ, oh, wow. My car got tight, and Ricky Rudd just tried to ply our left rear off. But anyways, we're going to come off of turn 9 this afternoon at Daytona Infield. And it looks like I am going to lead lap number 1 over Tony Stewart and Ricky Rudd, with Mark Martin 4th and Ryan Newman 5th. So I never got this out of the way in the last race, but I am actually really good at this track. And I mean beast at this track. Okay, as soon as I say I'm beast, I'm passed by 3 guys. So Ricky Rudd takes the lead here. Looks like Stewart's going to try to get second. Gets pushed too wide. Looks like Stewart's going to go to the inside. He's going to cock block us in the... Whoa! Stewart's going to cock block us in the process. Crossover. I'm going to get the inside advantage on him going into turn 6. But Stewart's got the preferred line in 7. They are side by side for the top spot 2 laps in. More contact bouncing off Ricky Rudd. Coming through the tri-oval now, Tony Stewart is going to lead lap number 2. Yeah, we want to lower our rival list, because more rivals in the NASCAR race basically means more chances for guys to want to put you through the fence. So early on here at Daytona, we got Tony Stewart the leader. I'm currently second, trying to fight Ricky Rudd in a really tight race car. And I mean a really tight race car. And somehow we're actually able to share draft at a road course. I don't know how it can be done, but apparently it can be done. Apparently it can. Let's go on the NBC onboard. Tony Stewart continues to hold steady here in the early stages of the Florida. Whoa! 500K here. I'm currently holding down the Ford in second. Ricky Rudd in third. The top 3 have remained unchanged. Top 5 has been unchanged all after so far today. Oh no, my God. Okay, my life just flashed before my eyes. Right there, my car just tiptoed out like crazy, and I'm genuinely surprised we didn't wreck. We didn't spin right there. Tony Stewart gets the lead. I'm going to try to give him as much room as possible because if you want, the more friends you have, the easier life can be. 10 laps, only 10 laps left to go here in the Florida 500K. Tony Stewart is taking the lead in the early stages of this race. Dylan Murway has followed close behind in second. In fact, there's actually 5% of the races here in the second. There's actually a small chunk of races in the second half of the year that are run on fantasy tracks, such as Sawmill, Texas Infield, Talladega Infield, I think Devil's Canyon as well, Dockside, and Tiburon, the big 3-mile giant. There's like to call it the Giant Daytona. So far as you can look on this map, there's actually a portion of cars that have pitted already. So I'm going to watch Tony Stewart and see what he does. It's like he's slowing up, but it looks like he's going to stay out right here. I'm going to try to see if I can get my percentage strength to 100. So me and Tony Stewart have already segued in, pretty much pulled away from Ricky Rudd by 3 seconds over the third place car. With Ryan Newman in fourth, we basically cut across turn 3 right there, giving Tony Stewart as much space as possible, because this is the 2003 Tony Stewart where one smack and you could piss him off real quick. So we're going to pit this time. No! We're going to pit next time by here, because our fuel really doesn't look that bad, but that bad. The only reason I got him because Tony Stewart slowed up way too much right there. And I had no choice to go but either go to the inside and risk wrecking myself because I was already sliding out, or plowing in the back of him. It's actually been a stress-free BS. It's been a BS-free race today. It's been a relatively BS-free race, believe it or not. With nobody's, brake checked me or I didn't get inside of anybody, or no stupid cautions have come out. That's been most of the races this season. There's not really been a whole lot of cautions, unlike on the Xbox NASCAR Let's Plays where there are 5 or 6 cautions a piece per race. Ooh, wow, got a little squirrely right there coming out of 5 and onto the carousel. And diving back down into the infield. And it looks like we're going to pit this time. We're going to give Tony Stewart as much room as possible. Looks like he might pit. He's not going to pit. Slow down as much as you can. And I really don't need tires or any need to worry about that. So put on some fuel. No way anybody can screw this up. Damn it. And now we come out in 30th after that pit stop because apparently our crewman didn't know how to put the fuel can in a small hole. He didn't know how to put it in the hole. That sounds really, really wrong, by the way. He didn't listen to Cyanide and Happiness. Can I put it in your hole? Can I put it in my what? Can I put it in your hole? Yes, you can. Thank you, ma'am. Oh my god, I love Cyanide and Happiness. They are funny. They are the pure definition of comedy. If I have a really crappy day and I feel like I want to punch a wall, I either A, put on some Eminem or some rap, or B, watch a Cyanide and Happiness show episode and then end up peeing my pants later. Just kidding about that last part. I do not pee my pants. coming out of turn 9, and it looks like, let's check the leader. Tony Stewart still stays out with Ricky Rudd 2nd, Mark Martin 3rd, Ryan Newman 4th, and Dale Jarrett in 5th spot. Remember back in season 1 where I got to a walk-off win, and I mean I got to a walk-off win over pretty much the rest of the field. I don't think Tony Stewart can make it much farther on fuel because he's going to have to pit pretty soon. This looks like he's coming through the turn 9 right now. Okay, seriously, I hate being stuck behind the crazy traffic. So it looks like there's a small clump of cars that have pitted. I have no idea who they are, but Stewart, however, still leads. Kevin LePage is going to try to wreck us. He's going to come down pit road. 5 laps to go in the Florida 500K. We got Robbie Gordon, Christian Fittipaldi, who nobody remembers in the 43. I always remembered it as John Andretti at the time. And Robbie Gordon. And Joe Nemechek in the 25. So we got a 4-car cluster. I'm going to try to go on the outside as long as Nemechek doesn't block me. Wow, we just killed 2 of them right there, getting Robbie Gordon a little bit. Excuse me, pardon me, I'm going to the front. And see if Tony Stewart's pitted yet. He still has not pitted, but Dale Earnhardt Jr. has made his way into the top 5 for the first time this afternoon here at Daytona. Earnhardt Jr. is used to winning on the super speedway style tracks. This is an infield track that is pretty different. Oh, contact. Jerry Nadeau. More contact. Now we're rubbing off him. We're going to try to get as much of that animosity off of us. It's actually caution-free race, one of many. It's been one of plenty caution-free races this season so far. There hasn't been any stupid cautions to bunch things up yet. As it looks like Tony Stewart still has not pitted with 5 laps to go. Maybe he's just going to try to push it on what he's got and not stop. Or what? But normally the leader pits. On a practice run I did with the similar setup with a different driver, the leader actually pitted by now. But could be me. Looks like Stewart is probably still going to be out on what he's got. Anyways, we come to the line. 3 laps of racing to go. We got Sterling Marlin up in front of us in 5th. Closing up on him fast. I mean, wow. We're going to just slide it in there. Take 5th. Cut part of turn 3. We got Bobby Labonte up in front of us to deal with. Perfect. Wait, has Tony pitted? Stewart has not pitted with 3 laps to go. Maybe. Could he come in? Well, we got by Bobby Labonte. Now what's Kurt Busch going to do? Oh, great. Could it be? Could Tony Stewart pit right now? Wait. Maybe. Kurt Busch peels off pit road, and it looks like Dale Jarrett and Tony Stewart pit as well. 2 laps to go. New leader here at Daytona. Dylan Murray is going to be settling into his rhythm as most of the lead lap cars pit right about now. And I guess taking fuel seemed to pay off. Oh, caution! Wow. Hard contact with the turn 4 wall, and it looks like the first caution is going to come out. Could this be the end of the race? Consider this, I got a large gap in a way. I'm lucky there was no cars around, otherwise that would have been a really big wreck. Because of my stupidity in trying to cut the corner curb hop, I just pounded it. Gonna make our way through turn 6, or 7, I'm sorry. Turn 8, and then out of the wide turn 9. So they come onto the tri-oval, into the caution flag at Daytona. Dylan Murray could very well win the Florida 500K. That was kind of stupid, in my opinion. Oh, look at that. I just cut it way too close. Oh, so I was trying to hit it in the rumble strips, just hit it a little too far to the right. Oh, man. And this means the Florida 500K is going to end under caution as Dylan Murray is your winner. I think this is like my 11th win of the season. I don't know, but seriously, I feel like I'm God right now. I'm beginning to feel like a racing game God, guys. Just going to smoke it up right here. One caution all race. For my stupidity. But thankfully, I had a pretty good gap to cushion myself for situations like that. So Dylan Murray, just like Season 1, has won the Florida 500K here at Daytona. Look at this as a special Labor Day present for you guys.
There weren't very many lead changes. Yeah, I guarantee you there's at least 35 or 40 other drivers who wish they had seen the lead. The 83 car got along well on the track with Tony Stewart.
Yeah, that's the first time for that whole season.
A driver has to work his tail off for every spot. But when you have some friends out there, you can occasionally catch a break. That can help a bunch because every position and every tenth of a second counts.
I can tell you that's the first time I've heard that practically all freaking season. Well, the 83 car got along very well on the track today with the blah 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 car. Yeah, well, it's pretty hard to earn respect here in the Winston Cup garage. Sometimes the drivers kind of work his tail off. Yeah, that's the first time I've heard that all season. First time since what? Race 1. Alright? So anyways, look at that. Everyone in their rather bright colored uniforms is enjoying the win tonight. So, drum roll if I may, plus 68 for Tony Stewart, minus 34 for Bobby Labonte, minus 38 for Jimmy Johnson, and minus 20 for Kevin LePage. I win the Florida 500K today at Daytona. Ryan Newman is second, Jeff Burton is third, Elliott Sadler is fourth, Rusty Walsh is fifth, Dale Earnhardt Jr. sixth, Hermie Sadler seventh, Ward Burton eighth, Kenny Wallace ninth, and Jamie McMurray 10th. Terry Labonte and Matt Kenseth were the two drivers that fell out of the race today, both with engine issues. And Tony Stewart, who led the most laps after pitting with 3 to go and after having that caution, ends up 35th. So, let's take a look at the points. Damn. So, I have a 459 point lead over Ryan Newman. Let's look at our stats. Wow, 13 wins? Oh yeah, I'm going to be on my way to possibly tying the record. Driver respect. One rival that still wants to kill me, and that's Kurt Busch. It's going to be entertaining. Iron the Daytona Pole Award, obviously. Tony Stewart is the Gatorade frontrunner. Ashton Lewis got picking up places. Mark Martin got fast pace. Nobody got rookie of the race. And Johnny Benson made the most exciting pass in this race. I have 12 poles. Chevrolet is killing the manufacturer championship because, you know, Chevrolet is beast. Chevrolet is love. Chevrolet is life. Dodge and Ford suck. And I'm obviously killing it in lap champion. The next race is going to be at Chicagoland Speedway for race 18 of 36 for the Rennie V Tropicana 400. See you then.